What is going on, folks? I am Goat and welcome back to Warframe tutorial number 8, I believe. I want to talk about damages because a lot of people don't I don't want to say a lot of people, okay? I don't want to generalize like that. Damages in this game can be a little confusing at times. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. So let's just start at the beginning, right? Damages break down into two types of damages, okay? They break down into physical damage and they break down into elemental damage. Physical damages are the attributes that come with your weapon, right? So let's say, just for example, we use the Guando Prime. Okay, the Guando Prime has physical damages. Okay, it does impact, it does puncture, it does slash. Those are all three physical damages. Whatever the highest number is going to be the most applicable damage to strike the hardest out of these physical damages, right? So, I mean, the higher the slash, the better the better off you are. Okay, so the Tennis Cyclone, right? Does it do physical damage? No, it does not. Interesting, right? Very, very interesting. The Kuva Brahma, does it do? It does impact. Now, for a long period of time, you know, weapons of most types, you know, I mean, like the general rule of thumb was that there were the three primary damage types that were the most detrimental in the game, right? There really were. There was slash, there was heat, and then there was corrosive. Corrosive and heat both damage armor. Slash goes straight to fucking health, causing bleed out and then eventually enemy death. Stronger you built them, the better they were. Is that still applicable? Yes. To a point, yes, very much so. There's kind of a new party in town, though, and it's not new by any means, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that have talked about it, but the new party in town is viral damage, because it is kind of an all-inclusive damage type. Okay, it really is. Viral damage is an interesting son of a bitch. Now, you can go on to Wikipedia, you know, the fandom page, okay? If I could actually hit buttons properly. You could go onto the Wikipedia page and sheerly go by this scale alone. I don't know why I'm seeing something about spring into kids wear. Don't give a shit about that. Really don't, and I can't even make it go away, which is awesome. So anyway, you can go by Grenier, Corpus, Infested, Sentient, Corrupted, Tenno, and all. Okay, you really can. And it will tell you physical damages, okay, elemental damages, as far as what their function is against Grenier, right? You know, combined elements. So you've got your base 4 elements and you've got your combined 6. Okay, and then unique types. So true damage, void damage. Okay, fair enough. Now, here's the kicker though. Like this scale, pretty good. Slash against clone flesh, ferrite armor, alloy armor, machinery. Right? Right? Okay. You can see what it does against Grenier. Puncture damage, surprisingly, says it does good against Grenier because it punctures their armor. Okay. Impact damage. Unless you're fucking with like the weird prop-up drone machine guns that they have, impact damage pretty much does jack shit to Grenier. Okay, you go into your 4 base elements, right? So you got cold, electricity, heat, and toxin. Heat does pretty fucking good against base clone flesh, so it damages their flesh, right? Excuse me. Doesn't show that it does jack diddly shit against their ferrite armor, their alloy armor, or their, you know, machinery. Electricity obviously is going to damage machinery because that's what electricity does. You shock a fucking piece of electronics and it is going to freak the fuck out. And then you've got cold. It's good against alloy armor because it weakens alloy armor. But see, they Grenier run 2 different types, you know. So you've got like, you know, your troopers and you've got like your lancers and your elite lancers. Well, your troopers are running ferrite armor to where your lancers are running alloy armor, more like corpus. So you've got 2 different damage types to take into play there if you're trying to do true elemental based, you know, attack types. But where things get more interesting is combination elements, right? So, and you can even do stackable combination attacks to a point, but you kind of screw yourself in certain ways, okay? So, viral, toxin, and cold. Look at what fucking viral does against Grenier, right? Boom. First thing it does, it attacks clone flesh. Of course, it's a virus. Viral. Derp. Okay? But against their ferrite armor, You're talking about a 75%, attack against ferrite armor, right? But then you go down to radiation against their alloy armor. So what's best, right? If you look at this, you're like, well, fuck me, what's best? What the fuck is best? People get confused with this, but see, then you go to Corpus, right? You go to Corpus. What works best against Corpus? Well, physical statuses are a little bit interesting, right? Because with the Corpus, you've got shields, you've got proto shields, you've got ferrite armor, alloy armor, and then you have robotics. And you've got all sorts of different damage types to each kind. And it's very difficult to try to build to all of these different damage types to be the most productive. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Like, if you go against the Corpus, right? You're going to think to yourself, well, radiation or magnetic. Okay, because... oh my god, I don't even know why this scale is so goofy like this. Like, why is this... it just literally cuts it the fuck off. Fine, whatever. So against robotics and against alloy armor, radiation is king. Now the majority of your Corpus are running alloy armor, which is gravy. But magnetic works great against their shields, because if you think about it, if like, let's just say you do go up against a ancient disruptor, right? They blast out a burst of magnetic damage, which disrupts your energy, it disrupts the shields of your Warframe, so on and so forth. So magnetic is amazing against shields, and because Corpus aren't that adept to regenning or having a lot of health, magnetic kind of puts a pause on them naturally being able to regen their shields quickly. So as long as there's not a shield Osprey there, which radiation would fuck with the Osprey, but as long as there's not a shield Osprey right fucking there hovering the Corpus, you're gonna just rip their fucking shields down and expose what little bit of armor that they, or what little bit of health that they actually have available. So the only thing that they have is a little bit of a damage absorption from whatever armor they have, which is not much, and then a tiny bit of health, because they're very based on their technology to where the Grineer are like walking tanks. Okay, but again, what's your best, right? So you go to like viral, and it's like, okay, cool, 50% damage to their health, 75% damage, with radiation. But magnetism attacks shields and proto shields. What's best, And then you've got corrosive, that goes after their armor. But again, the Corpus don't have a lot of armor. They're more just a shit ton of shields and a little bit of health, for the most part. Not all, but for the most part. And then you go against infested, and again, you get all these different things. So what's best, right? What really works best? Well, let's really explore into this. Okay, let's explore into this in a little bit more of an in-depth fashion, right? So we know that impact damage for the longest time hasn't actually been the most adept thing in the game until the Steel Path got released and Acolytes became a thing, because now impact damage is a stackable damage against Acolytes, which is really good. And it's also stackable against the Shadow Stalker, which is lovely. Of course, the Shadow Stalker, unless you're on the Steel Path when that asshole shows up, void damage just absolutely rips that bastard a new ass anyway. To where the Acolytes are a little bit more, I'm not going to say immune, but they will fuck your operator up pretty quickly. So this build, okay, this particular build, this is a pure viral build across the fucking board. And the reason not UC swing damage is because this is usually my setup that I like to run when I'm doing Liches or Sisters. So I have one extra loadout in there specifically, for whatever weaknesses my sister or Lich may have. So if it's not something that I normally have set up, but this is a pure viral build across the board, right? So I've got a higher crit multiplier, mediocre status, we'll say mid-level status polearm. Okay, got the Tennisicron, high status chance, above average, critical chance, and 3.8 multipliers, nothing mind breaking, but viral and heat, right? And then the Kuva Brahma, we've got viral and impact, above 100% crit, 4.6 multiplier, just under 50% on the status chance, and then good overall radial attack damage. Okay, so, but pure viral across the board, right? Now, is viral king? No. There is a point, especially if you're running endless missions, to where viral becomes very ineffective, very quickly at that. And it's most especially noticed with Grineer. Because Grineer are so armored, you've got to have something to go after their armor, right? You just do. So, you know what, here, I don't even need to go high level on this, but I can just prove the point, okay? Let's go, I don't know, something quick. Capture mission, okay? Level 102, 104, capture mission on Earth, nothing amazing, but this is going to prove the point, okay? So we're going against the walking tank Grineer, using pure viral build. Now, the stats will tell you that radiation is actually great against Grineer, which it is because it does cause confusion and cause them to attack each other, making your life a little fucking easier. I will give you that. That's not wrong. Pure viral build. Mixed with slash, you cut straight to health. They're dead. Now, I have no physical status whatsoever on the Tenasicron because that is just not how it is designed.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
Bonk. Dead. Melt them with pure viral. And hit adjacent enemies. Dead. You know? And this isn't like some show off because obviously this is low level steel path. Hey buddy, would you come here? We got a discussion we need to have. Hey, cocksucker, come here. This guy likes running, doesn't he? Really? You gonna shoot at me? That's where we're at? Come here. Really? Really?
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
Thanks, Tashin. Tell me again. Pure viral build, right? Does viral work? Oh, absolutely it does. The thing with the Grineer is that you have to get past the armor. So is viral... Oh, I am not initiating a fucking Kuvalich. You got me fucked up. What you want is good status after the fact. But does it work? Oh yeah. It just needs to be high enough damage that, you know, that it takes him out. See? I mean, simple. Stupid dog. Hey, buddy. I mean, but you can see, I'm doing slash damage in there because of my build. I'm doing, you know, other things because of my build. Oh, you piqued my curiosity at this point. What do you have? See, it wouldn't even worth my time. Almost out of ammo now, thanks to that little dick. Died. Literally just melt the bastard. Just stand here and melt the fucking Nox in the face. Is it OP? No. I was not expecting this turn to exterminate, by the way. I even said, here, let's do something quick. And apparently the game said, nah, you don't need quick.
You have broken their ranks and they are
I'm
on the
glad
run.
I've broken the
Another
ranks. I was like to leave.
successful mission.
So this is a viral build against Grineer, right? Against low-level Grineer, functional. I mean, like, it fucking melts the shit out of the lower, you know, out of the, well, okay, fine. We'll play with an acolyte real quick. Oh no, gonorrhea's down. Say it ain't so. Hi, Torment. What's up, big boy? Where'd you go? Yeah, this shit don't feel good at all, does it, big guy? Melt, 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 melt. And you're fucking dead. Okay, cool. Sorry. If an acolyte's gonna show up, I'm gonna beat him up. So, we see the viral kills. Right, viral kills. Viral kills, very good. Now, is the Kuva Brahma the best thing to take into normal base Grenier missions? No, not really. Personally, I think, you know, more punchier weapons that you don't have to sit there and chase ammunition on are a little bit easier. Something Tenora Prime, the Kuva Kortak actually works pretty good. The Trumna is really fucking good. Even something like the Amprex, you know, functions. So, yeah. But the Kuva Brahma, we're testing with the Kuva Brahma, right? So now let's show you what corrosive does. Pure corrosive across the fucking board. If I wasn't so fucking slow, or my shit wasn't moving so slow. Okay, so now we're gonna do pure corrosive across the board, because the old thing I always says, you know, corrosive is the way to go. Okay, so where's the capture mission? Right there. Thank you. Boom. Down the road we go. I'm not going to try to drag this out too bad, but I really do want to show against Grenier and Corpus as far as what really works. Okay.
The art of combat must be
practiced. My fucking god.
To truly master the canvas of war.
Thanks, Teshin. Look, there's half his fucking armor right there, and he's getting boogered up. Boom, dead. Where's he at? Bitch. Stop that. So now we'll go to the pistol.
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Notice a little bit of a difference. Because they're so heavily armored, you're literally just ripping their armor off of them with corrosive. Because that's what it's meant to do. Oh, apparently we're both falling through the floor here, buddy. Hey, come here. Oh, shut up, dick. Well, I wasn't. I'm getting button happy, okay? You notice how much quicker that went. I barely even hit him with the melee. When it comes to Grenier, I mean, is your damage type your best choice to only, you know, use viral? No. Personally, I would highly suggest if you're doing Grenier missions, stick with corrosive. It works. Works very fucking well. Corrosive and slash works extremely fucking well. And boom. You know, granted that guy was getting boogered up by my cat, but still.
Inform the queens we have found.
Inform the queens we have found a subject. I don't care about your fucking subject. Yeah, but I mean, you can see, you know, it works. Corrosive works. Corrosive is not dead. I love viral builds, don't get me wrong. I will fuck you up just because you exist, okay? Alright, Kuva Cone, definitely don't even need that. So, does corrosive beat viral? At higher levels, yes. But see, I can come into the same mission with a true viral build and annihilate everything. Because the armor is so much weaker on the origin system side of the star chart that it's just, it's like no contest. Viral is king below the steel path. Viral is very destructive against all factions, okay? Without question, viral is extremely destructive against all factions. The only thing that viral is weak against is robotics, okay? And even then, base origin system, get the fuck out of here. And even on steel path and certain missions, like lower level steel path, viral still absolutely fucking beats the shit out of corrosive, even with robotics. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong fucking button. See, so many people talk up the Kuva Brahma about, oh my god, this is the weapon to run the steel path. Fine, I'm going to show you all three of your normal build types, you know, as far as the elemental stack type of damage. So now we're going to do pure radiation against Grineer. And this is when it gets funny, because radiation basically causes bum fights. For lack of a better way to put it, that's what it does. It causes bum fights. I mean, the description behind radiation is that it's meant to cause confusion with the enemies and cause them to attack each other at 100% damage towards their own allies. I mean, that's what radiation does. It is like the king of bum fight, you know, bum fight energy.
Respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
So bum fights. So now they're hit with radiation. So now what are they doing? See? They attack each other for a short period of time. Oh, he finally came after me. Good, attack your dogs.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
The thing of it is, if your build's good enough, you're gonna murder the shit out of them anyway. Okay. I mean, at 120% status, you do kind of expect them to kind of die. But you'll notice it doesn't kill us quick, right?
You found the target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
It does kill them. No doubt about it. But is radiation really what? Oh, of course, fucker took my pistol. Would you get out of my way? I'm trying to go get this asshole. Hey, come here. Come here, buddy. I know, I'm using radiation. See, look at this. That is ridiculous trying to go after a fucking Grineer with radiation. Sure, I can cause confusion, but as far as the capture target, confusion isn't the problem. Who's trying to get the fuck away from you? Come here, buddy. I'm not even going back after my pistol.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction
I know,
point.
now I can
Well
spawn a
done.
lich.
Marines inbound.
But see, like, there's literally guides that will tell you that, you know, the best faction to take radiation against is the Grineer. I disagree. I disagree just from my own personal functional experience in the game. What that experience is. No, radiation is a good combo to take in.
Conquer yourself.
So when you're using something like the Kuva Nucor coupled with a corrosive build, oh yeah, radiation, the base radiation of the weapon coupled with doing corrosive damage is amazing. It really is. So now we're going to do the same thing with Corpus, just to prove the point. Okay, again, just to prove the point. I know I could do edits and cut all this crap out and just be like, yeah, this is viral. This is that. Why? Okay. So let's take viral, okay, and go against, you know, just lower level Corpus, just to give the idea, because there are people that are, you know, just now hitting the steel path that are trying to find the right kinds of things that show them, you know, what's the best stuff. Well, factional damage really does come into play a lot more than people want to admit. When it comes to, oh, I do not want to do a defense. Get the fuck out of here. Capture. There we go. Perfect. Fucking perfect. That's perfect. On the origin system, when you start getting higher level or higher damage weapons, you know, you don't really need factional damage. You can kind of just throw whatever the fuck you want to at them, and everything seems like it works really well. You get to the steel path, though, and it's like, well, the cake is kind of a lie. So look, here's a robot. So sure, 2 shots does the job. It'll come with the Tentacyclone with no physical damages whatsoever. Viral damage against a robot works. Status.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
No, big guy. Because, I mean, you're basically just throwing so much fucking power at the assholes that, yeah, this works. But is it the best? Because you see, once the shield's down, the viral just attacks their fucking health. Like nobody's business.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
You can see all the blues because I'm hitting their shields. Once the yellows and oranges start popping up, then all of a sudden you realize, oh, yeah, okay, now you're fucking actually, you know, hitting their health. And once you start hitting their health with the viral, oh yeah, it's good. But you gotta get through the shields to do it. No, I gotta fuck out of here for that. Up close and personal with an AoE weapon. I mean, between the crit damage and the slash afterward. Yeah. Does it work? Sure. Oh, for God's sakes. Man, I am really far off. I did not realize it was 1,100 fucking meters. Sorry, guys. I'd like to stay and play, but I'm not gonna. Because you guys are kind of douchebags. So, I mean, again, you know, I could bring the Kuva Nucor if you wanted to, but it's got a base radiation proc to it, and I really wanted to stay away from a base radiation proc just so I could really show the differences between the damages. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, the Nucor is good. There's just no getting around it. The Nucor is an amazing weapon because radiation damage does something to every enemy type. It really does. Which is a big part as to why in the hell the Kuva Nucor is as damn good as it is. Because you can stack another elemental damage on top of a combo element that's already based with the weapon. Volume tempered. Ah. So, I know this is going to be slightly more extensive. I mean, like we've seen, I'm running a viral build. When you guys see me do the filthy casual thing, as far as running the infested for the acolytes, I'm literally doing a viral build against infested. And Wiki will tell you that that's not the way to go. You know, viral's not good. Viral's not good against infested. You guys have seen me go run an hour easy, right? Like, not bragging, just an hour easy with viral, because viral, the health on the armor on infested is just not very good. So I don't remember if I changed that. I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so now we're gonna go corrosive, by the way. But the armor on infested is so weak that it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much to get through their armor, so therefore you can literally just attack pure health damage and just run a viral build. Now there is a point in time when running gas damage against infested at a high enough level, if you're doing long endurance runs, actually is more recommended. Because gas is kind of key against the infested. That's what kills them better than anything else.
Enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Okay, so now we're going to do pure corrosive all the way across the board, right? Aside from the physical damages that the weapons are doing, obviously. But we're going to do, you know, pure corrosive, as long as we can find some fucking enemies to fight. That'd be great. Now you see how little that affects their shield, right? Like he's sitting there regenerating shields. Now if I just consistently attack him, yes, he will go down. But something of an AoE type like the Kuva Brahma doesn't do near as good as you would expect. Even though you're doing a shit ton of damage, you can watch their shields try and regen against the status that you're actually affecting them with. So is Corrosive King against something like these guys, even though they do have a level of armor? Absolutely not, no. It works. But the higher level you go, the harder they get trying to run just pure corrosive. So look at this. You have to get through the fucking shields. Hey, excuse me, no. Once you get through the shield, they're easy. But you're working literally, you're almost basing your entire damage, almost your entire damage type against your physical damages, because the corrosive isn't doing shit to their shields. Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. We just trying to get to extraction so we can change damage types. Ain't we now? Right? Okay. Now, according to most things, magnetic is actually one of the better ones to take against Corpus. Right? Magnetic is one of the better ones to take against Corpus. Okay. Okay. We'll do a magnetic build. Won't take that much to change it. I've got the swing damage slots, hence why I'm actually using these weapons, because I've got those extra slots that I can just very quickly just change the damage types. I think. Yeah, see, like this one's already set for magnetic, so perfect. Toxin and magnetic, because the weapon has a base toxin proc. So there's nothing I can do about that, so get over it. Gas and magnetic, because this one has a heat. I don't want to do that. Heat and toxin. Well, I guess I'm gonna do a gas and magnetic with this fucking thing, so whatever. And then we'll do magnetic with this, right? So, see how that works? The last lich that I had was actually weak to magnetic, which really cracked me up. I always find it funny when they're weak to something that makes no sense. Excuse me. So let's go with magnetic. Magnetic is supposed to be the disruptive thing for their shields. That way, whatever physical damage you're doing or whatever extra elemental damage that you're doing can go ahead and step in after those shields are down and just wipe the piss out of them quickly. This is the whole thing, is quickly. Everything is meant to be quick. That's the whole point in the Steel Path, especially. But that's really kind of the whole point behind what the hell you do in the game. You don't want to sit there and take your sweet fucking time with everything. I mean, look at that. No shields. Like, fucking no shields. And the beauty is, the moment I took his shields down, the toxin proc hit. See? No shields, toxin proc, dead. Have a nice day. No shields, toxin proc, dead. Have a nice day. Some people will question, why would you run only magnetic against Corpus? I've done magnetic and I've done radiation. Now, I'm going to show you both. Now again, is this stupid fucking high level? No, but you see how quickly this is just annihilating these assholes. So look, he's got no shields. Toxin proc, have a nice fucking day. Damn, I just got 2 stars within that short fucking area.
Excellent.
Well, we know I'm collecting those.
The captive back at base.
I mean, both scions, but whatever. My part is done here, Dano. See, even against the robotics, you know, now does the toxin proc work? No, not really. But can I hit this asshole with everything else? Yeah. It's like gas damage. Hey, won't you stop it? I mean, does it work? Yeah. Even with that gas damage set up like that. Oh, yeah. Because you can see the gas damage status hitting these guys. Poof. I mean, so yeah, can you do a magnetic gas setup? Oh, fucking absolutely you can. Look at this. This is Goodnight Nurse. Factional base damages are a big fucking thing. Okay? Huge fucking thing in this game. Especially once you start getting up higher levels. Some people will just say, oh, just run corrosive and heat and slash and then maybe some radiation, you'll be fine.
We've got robots inbound.
Don't necessarily agree, but you know, that's it. Oof. You don't have to be doing like, you know, 1 million points of damage and shit. You can literally just do the damage that you're fucking doing, get some good solid hard crits out of these fucking things, and have a nice day. So that's a magnetic build, right? Granted, there's a little bit of gas mixed in there, because it's got a little gas with the Cycron, but magnetic build. Now we'll do a radiation build, because the massive argument pops between is radiation or magnetic better against the Grineer. Or, I'm sorry, against the Corpus. Like, personally, I'm a big fan of saying run viral up to about level 225 with Infested, but anything beyond, if you're going to be doing endurance runs, like gas damage and, you know, gas and viral is really good if you can do it, or pure gas damage is really good with good elemental procs. But with Corpus, like, basically, once you get above, like, I don't know, level 175, you really want to be running more factional based damages. You really do, because obviously you saw that viral doesn't do a lot. It does more than corrosive, but it doesn't do a lot. Corrosive does basically jack diddly shit because it's got to get through their shields first. You know, so here we are with a pure radiation setup now. Now again, different weapons act different ways. I'm not trying to say that this is an all-inclusive thing, okay? But I'm just trying to show you what the damages do coupled with their status procs against factional usage of damages, right? I see people swear viral is just the killer across the board. No, it's not. Viral's great.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it.
I wholeheartedly agree. Viral is great against every faction, but there is a point when the damages finally do kind of outweigh each other. Here's a radiation build. You see, still got shields, and they're regenning. Does it work? Yeah. Which work better? See, that's the kick. Watch specifically what happens here. Okay, watch his shield and his health. You ain't gotta take his fucking shield down if you're cutting straight to his fucking health. It's like using slash against the Grineer. The radiation literally just cuts right through the fucking shields and kills their health. You don't need magnetic to dissipate the shields if the radiation is literally just destroying the fucking health of the enemy. Like, they've got full fucking shields whenever you're killing them.
Target located. Bring them in.
And again, this is Steel Path, you know? You see how the Brahma works though. See, like, because you're going high crit and lower status. See, like this guy, fuck your health, bitch. Hey, come here. Fuck your health and everybody around you.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
So we see radiation just basically bypasses the shields. My god, I'm just finding fucking stars everywhere. Not even trying. Cool. Love it. I can run through with a pistol and just, oh, there goes your fucking health, buddy. And he's got like full shields when he dies. So he's got this very, very well preserved body, right? But like the robotics, they have so little health. And they've got mostly full shields after you've done your attack. The problem is because these guys still have their shields, something like the Brahma isn't going to do quite as good because they've still got their shields. So the physical damage that the Brahma does, the impact damage, doesn't really do a whole lot against the Corpus. Okay, from that distance, they're kind of destination fucked anyway, so. It's like, the Brahma still fucking works. Up close and personal, not so much. I apparently blew up a bunch of shit in the room. Cool. It's like, you kill them from a distance for damn sure, but up close, you don't get like the arming function. Like, he did. They did. They did. Oh, he apparently went flopping. So what's better? It depends on your weapon. If you've got high elemental damage, right? If you're doing high elemental, or I'm sorry, if you're doing high physical damage going against the Corpus. So, you know, we'll go to our little chart here, right? Chart says if you're going against the Corpus, your best physical damage to take
Navigation has been
is going to
updated
be
with new invasions.
50% for their
Chaos is
shields,
spreading.
15% for their proto shields, but the best physical damage type to take against the Corpus is going to be slash, 25% damage, right? Direct health hit. Okay, so if you see that the radiation, or if you see that, you know, a magnetic attack literally just dissipates your shields to nothing on one single shot, you want to make sure that whatever weapon you're using has got a high slash proc. So you can build, like, let's just use, for example, the Tenet Flux Rifle. It's got a high slash proc on its own, okay? So if you build it to a magnetic damage with its high slash proc, you're going to fucking just annihilate Corpus with this thing, right? I mean, that's just how it is. But if you just want to rip them straight to their fucking health, just from the get, then radiation is really the better way to go, because radiation attacks straight through the shield, straight to the health, okay? And so it affects robotics the same way, but it's also about the damage type too, right? Like, the impact damage from the Kuva Brahma attacks their armor, but it doesn't really attack their overall health, to where the radiation itself will actually attack health at a high enough status chance. So, I mean, it really just comes down to, you know, which weapon is your choice, right? If it doesn't have any, like, if it's like the Tenet Cycron, like, heat damages health, right? So with my Tenet Cycron, you know, it's doing a heat and a toxin proc. Just naturally, it does a heat and a toxin. So unless I build off of one of those, then it's going to automatically do a gas damage. But if your weapon doesn't have any physical, and it's only doing elemental damages, something like, you know, the Ignis Wraith, something like, you know, the Kuva Nuke, or something, you know, like the Tenet Cycron, definitely focus more towards radiation, because radiation is going to be the more effective, because not only do you have to, you know, because magnetism doesn't do anything to health, right? So you're either going to use the weapon to rip the shields off and then melee them, or you can use the weapon to just kill them and fuck their shields, just kill them and let them stay dead and shielded. Doesn't really matter. So to recap what we've just gone through and what we've just seen. Okay, personally, I think that up until about level 225, infested are completely fucked with viral. Okay, yes, you take a negative percentage attack to infested due to viral is, you know, they're already infected with something, so they already have a virus. So you do take a negative of your damage, but up to like level 225, even upwards of 250, viral is fucking just murderous on infested. They're just squishy. Corpus, if you have low physical or no physical effects to your weapon, I would say go with radiation. If you do have good physical attributes to the weapon, like slash, go with magnetic, because their health is so fucking low, it's very easy to kill them if their shields aren't in the way. So it really plays onto the physical attributes of the weapon. And then with Grineer, hands down, your best combination setup that you could try to do would be a radiation corrosive build, right? That's what you would love to do. Like, it's one of those you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. It's a big problem with that, though. So, like, radiation is heat and electricity. What is corrosive? Corrosive is toxin and electricity, so you can't actually do, unless your weapon already has a base radiation to it, you can't do it. But what's your best thing going to be? Slash and corrosive at your higher levels is going to be your best. Like, heat slash corrosive against Grineer still stands strong in my personal opinion. It really does. I think, without question, it stands stronger than running just a pure viral build. Can you do it with a pure viral build? Yes, but you're going to spend more time killing your enemies. So, factional damage, okay? Corrosive heat and slash Grineer, good deal. Depending on the physical attributes of your weapons, going against a corpus, either magnetic with good physical attribute damage or pure radiation is good against corpus. And I mean, we're talking steel path level here, so anything below that, you're just going to annihilate them. And an infested, let's say 225 to 250, viral is amazing. Above that, gas. Okay. I think it's a fair point. 45 minutes time. I think it's a fair point. We actually showed it. So yeah, there you go. So Warframe factional damage. Right. So folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we will catch you in the next one.